Shalom Yasha Allah, giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Wakah Kodash, Barakatah Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yasha Allah, Barakatah Yehoda. Gonna give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach him well, who are overseeing the construction of the tabernacle of David, more perfect tabernacle. Shalom to the Akim while Aqua scattered abroad to sincere members of the hopeful elect, who have been quickened in these last days to stand upon their feet and bear witness to the words of truth. I'm going to start off with Jeremiah 23:1. Woe be unto the pastors, and what does woe mean? Death, destruction. Death and destruction. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith Yahweh Shai, man, meaning the Israelites, man. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Shai, the power of Israel, against the pastors, the teachers, the quote-unquote evangelists, the quote-unquote prophets, the quote-unquote apostles, the quote-unquote supreme leaders of this world, man. Against the pastors that feed my people, you have scattered my flock and have driven them away, man. And how have they done this, man? By their bullshit indoctrinations, their bullshit ideologies, philosophies, false teachings, pseudoscience. They've done all this, man, against the children of Israel, man. Against the Israelites, man. Says, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith Yahweh Shai, man. And that's a promise from Yahweh Shai himself, man. All you pastors, all you you fake teachers, man. All you people who come in the name of other gods, man, idols. Yahweh Shai is going to destroy you for your wickedness, man. Because it's a wicked thing to do, man. Teaching false prophets, man. Back in antiquity, man, in the ancient days, man, being a false prophet was a grievous thing, man. That was a heavy sin, man. If people find out you are a false prophet, they would tear you limb from limb, man. And rightfully so, because in those days, man, the word of Yahweh Shai was important, man. Let's go to Ezekiel 13. Ezekiel 13:1. And the word of Yahweh Shai came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy. Hey, man, most of the time, Jake is going to these prophets that look like them, man. Jake is not too fond of sitting in the white man's church, man, even though they'll sit around and be in the white man's school systems, the white man's religion, because Christianity is for the white man. Islam is for for the white man. All these other religions and philosophies, they are for the heathen, man. But Jake has no problem with latching onto it. So, son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy. Say thou unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts, hear ye the word of Yahweh Shai. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shai. Woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing, man. The prosperity doctrine. The once saved, all saved doctrine. The hell doctrine. The rapture doctrine. The pre-tribulation deliverance doctrine. All these things, man, following your own spirit, man. You have seen nothing. O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts. Ye have not gone up to the gaps, neither made up the hedge, meaning protection for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of Yahweh Shai, man. You know what, man? A lot of these prophets, they're focused on good times, man. They're saying that, the Most High is going to heal this place. The Most High is going to heal your finances. The Most High is going to heal your infirmities. The Most High is going to fix your relationship, man. Yahweh Shai is against this place, and the prophets that are prophesying, man, they are going against the will and power of Yahweh Shai, man. They're preaching what is called another Yahweh Shai, man. And made up the hedge, meaning what? Hey, 2 Ezra 16:40, man. Be prepared for the day of battle, man. Meaning what? Put on this the whole armor of the truth, man. Get this wisdom, get this knowledge, man. Get this truth, man. While you're still able to, so what? You can have some type of something to anchor you down and keep you strapped in spiritually when the flood starts to come pouring in, man. It says they have seen vanity, meaning unprofitable things, foolishness, and lying divination, saying Yahweh Shemel saith, and Yahweh Shemel shall have not sent them, man. And hey, it's more false prophets out here than it is actual prophets, man. And they have made others to hope that they will confirm the word. Have you not seen a vain vision? Have you not spoken a lying divination? Whereas you say, Yahweh Shema saith it, albeit I have not spoken, man. And that's, again, man, the whole prosperity doctrine, the whole, everything that you learn in the these Christian churches, these heathenistic ways of thinking, man, everything you learn in there, Yahweh Shema has not, you can find it nowhere in the word, man. And that's another thing, man. Everything these Christianities believe, man, it's not even in the Bible. None of the things that these people believe is in the Bible, man. But yet what? They have seen a lying divination, man. The Lord himself came appeared to me in a dream. The Lord spoke to me. I chose the Lord to be my personal savior. This all this, that, and the third, man. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, because you have spoken in vanity. Hey, understand this, man. This is why, man, when people get all, why, Lord, why is this happening? Why? This is why, man. Because you have spoken vanity, man, and seen lies. Therefore, behold, I am against you, saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. And my hand, meaning what? Judgment, man, shall be upon the prophets that see vanity and that divine lies. They shall not be in the assembly of my people, neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Israel. Hey, man, ain't nobody gonna remember. T.D. Jakes in the kingdom, man. Nobody's gonna remember Creflo Dollar. These people, they're not gonna be held in high esteem in the days to come, man. They're gonna be trodden down, man. Because what they said did not come to pass, man. We're gonna get that scripture next. Neither shall they enter into the land of Israel. Ye shall know that I am the Lord power. Because they have seduced my people, saying peace, and there was no peace, man. Look around you, man. How the fuck are you still listening to these preachers, these false prophets talking about peace, talking about healing, and the world is going to hell in a handbasket, man? How stupid do you have to be to continue listening to somebody and they have been proven wrong again, man? When the churches shut down when the familiar disease first hit, that's when you Jake should have marched your ass right up out of that church, man. Cause there is no bigger sign of faithless bullshit, vanity than shutting down the supposed house of the Most High, man. What happened till we obey God, rather, man? When did Yahweh Shema Shah ever say to stop preaching the word, man? When did he ever say to close the doors, man? Never, man. And that's bullshit that you Jakes want to continue on, trusting in this bullshit Christianity, man, when it has been proven to be unprofitable, man. What has the Christian church done for the quote unquote black, Hispanic, and Native American person, man, woman, and child here in Babylon the Great? Nothing, man. It made you effeminate, docile, and ripe for the slaughter, man. Let's let me just cue that scripture up. It's in Deuteronomy. Let's get that prophet. I'm probably gonna take me a minute. Yeah, here we go. I believe this is we'll get this scripture, and then there's a scripture you see, is it in Amos? It's even that prophet that prophesieth even shall be consumed. What the prophets be? It's like, yeah, I should probably, before I even got to doing the lesson, I should have got the scripture, because that was the main scripture I was thinking about. Let's see if we can get it home. There it is. This is a scripture I wanted. Jeremiah 14. But we'll go back to that Deuteronomy 13. We'll keep that Jeremiah queued up. It was Jeremiah 14. Deuteronomy 13:1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and give thee a sign or wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods which thou hast not known, let us serve them, thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams, for Yahweh Shema, your power proveth you to know whether you love Yahweh Shema. Ooh! Let's read that again, man. That's heavy. Deuteronomy 13:1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or wonder. So, because, you know, these the theatrics and the facade of it all, man, it draws Jake in, man. When the laying of hands, the supposed laying on the hands, the tongues and everything, that they do in these Christian churches, man, it draws Jake in the folly, man. Because why, man? That's what they believe the spirit looks like when it's working through an individual. Verse 2, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. So if this prophet is leading you away from Yahweh Shema Shai, thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams. And why? For Yahweh your power proveth you to know whether you love Yahweh your power with all your heart and with all your soul, man. So that means these false prophets are a testimony and a witness against you, man. Because Yahweh Shema Shai is sending these prophets not only to deceive you, but to see whether or not you're truly hearkening unto him, whether you're truly of him or not, man. And let's go. Verse 4, ye shall walk after Yahweh your power and fear him, and keep his commandments and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him and cleave unto him. And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death, because he hath spoken to turn you away from Yahweh your power, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, to thrust thee out of the way, which Yahweh by Shema Shai their power commanded thee to walk. So shalt thou put an evil away from the midst of thee, man. So, man, hey, man, if Jake was really righteous, man, we would be rounding up all these false prophets and putting them to death, man. Because this is what the scriptures command, man. Because being a false prophet is a very grievous thing, man, to the Lord, man. Because that's all that Jake is very they're very deceivable, man. Jake is not mentally all the way there, man, especially here in Babylon the Great, man. So they're easily swayed, man. They're easily manipulated, man. So let's go to this, man. It says, pastor stabbed to death, and not only was she stabbed to death, but she was set on fire by troubled church attendee she mentored, man. Now, when the scriptures speak explicitly that a woman shall not teach, man. She is not to teach in the church. We don't even have to get that scripture, man, because if you're an Israelite, man, if you're truly in the faith, you should know that, man. It's in Corinthians, it's in Titus, man. Woman is not to usurp authority of the man. A woman is not to teach. If a woman to learn anything at home, let it be from her husband at home, man. But it says a pastor stabbed to death and set on fire, man. And that's what, man. That's that spirits that are created, man, strictly for vengeance, man. That's their whole purpose of being here on this earth, right here, right now, to execute the vengeance of Yahweh Shema Shai in this carnation, man, in this dimension, man, in this life, man. Let's get that, man, because that's crazy, man. Shawty got poked up, then they set her on fire, man. Because why, man? That just shows you the fury of Yahweh Shema Shai. He's against things like this, man. Let's go to Sirach 39. Let's jump down, Sirach 39, and it's like 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, man. That's the only thing that's their sole purpose, man. For vengeance. They're created strictly for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in a time of destruction. They pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them, man. Yahweh Shemel Shai is the one that's sending all the great judgment, the great the gruesome death, man. The gruesomenality, if that's the word, man. The gruesomeness of it all, man. You get stabbed to death, then get set on fire, man. And that's what, man. That was the judgment for a witch, man. Because hey man, that goes back to what I mentioned a long time ago. The logos, man. The logos implies something. There's a concept behind the word you speak. There's an energy, man. That's why you have spells, man, enchantments, man, that are given a power by the word you speak, the vibration, the force you put behind it, man. And that's a spirit, man. That she was stabbed, then set on fire, man. Because that's a judgment for a witch, man. It says fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Death of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction, man. They shall rejoice in this commandment, and they shall be ready. Where? Upon earth, man. They shall be ready here, man, on earth, man, under the sun. When need is, man. So when it's time, because the scripture said that the issues of death belong to the Lord. So when the Lord puts that stamp of approval, when he requires your spirit, man, they activate, man. Those spirits of vengeance, they activate in that moment, man, and they get the job done, man. And they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word, man. Because when the Lord gets you, when the Lord wants to get you, man, there's no running away from it, man. You can't run. You can run away from Esau, Edom. You can run away from your baby mama. You can run away from your problems, but you cannot run away from Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. When he requires your spirit, you're coming. You're going. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. And ain't gonna be no kicking and screaming. Ain't gonna be none of that. You are going, man. All of us, man, including me. If Yahweh Shemel Shai requires my spirit, I'm going, man. I can't. I have no power to retain my spirit. That's in Ecclesiastes, man. Let's go to Jeremiah 14 and we'll close it out. Because that's interesting, man. The woman was stabbed to death. Then set on fire, man. For what? Being a false prophet, man. So Jeremiah 14 and Jeremiah 14 and 13. Then said I, Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you a short peace in this place. Then Yahweh Shemel Shai said unto me, the prophets prophesied lies in my name. I sent them not, neither if I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and a divination, a thing of naught in the deceit of their heart, man. Sirach, 3 and 28. Many are deceived by their own vain opinions, and an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment, man. Verse 15. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Shemel Shai, concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I sent them not, yet they say, sword and famine. This goes out to, you Israelite groups, man, who know the name, who refuse to who refuse to teach the 100% doctrine, man, who refuse to talk according to the word, man. Sword and I sent them not, yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed, man. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed, man. And we can close it out right there, man. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh Shemel Shai and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For Yahweh Shemel Shai shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. With that being said, hallelujah.